Hey everyone, it's Kai from Cool Collectibles back again for another review. This time it's the Hot Toys MMS 320 Kylo Ren. For all your 1/6 scale figures and more, click the link in the description below to head on over to Sideshow Collectibles. They ship worldwide, so definitely check them out. Alright, so I got this a few days ago from Sideshow, and overall it'll definitely go well on display with the Stormtrooper Squad Leader that I also got from Sideshow. The figure overall is pretty damn good. Unfortunately it doesn't come with too many accessories, but we'll get onto that in a second. I'll just get him out of the way. The packaging, as always with this Hot Toys Star Wars line, the packaging is pretty nice, particularly the cardboard insert. And again, I'll probably have to try and figure out a way to display those because they are pretty damn nice. But standard packaging there, so nothing too fancy. The accessories, it comes with the usual base here with the plaque. Would have preferred a chrome plaque, but no matter. I think that's consistent with the Squad Leader and so on for the Force Awakens figures. I've had seen a few photos of other collectors with a whole bunch of scratches and so on their base, but mine overall looks fairly good, so no major issue there. It comes with the lightsaber hilt, which is very nicely detailed. It comes only with one blade that's removable. I've got it on the light up lightsaber, so I'll show you guys that in a second. But overall, the paint application, the weathering, and the detailing on the hilt is really nicely done, as they always are with these Hot Toys lightsabers. So I like that. The hands, it comes with a couple of just relaxed hands by default, but it comes with various lightsaber holding hands and the Force push hand, which is what I'll probably use. The molding and the paint app is very nicely done. I do like that they've put this little sort of dirt wash or whitewash on the gloves here to just sort of highlight the patterning, and it just looks like I don't know if it's a bit of dirt or sand or something caught in there. It does look quite nice. So a nice bit of detailing on the hands there. It does come with a couple of replacement pegs, but I guess the main accessory is the light up lightsaber with the forearm, like all the other figures like Luke and Obi-Wan that have the lightsabers. I probably won't display it with this arm at all. You can sort of rotate it slightly and have a bit of articulation, I think, but just be careful, the wires are going through there, I think, so don't overstretch and tear the wires. The blade is probably one of the best design lightsabers that I can remember from the movie. I guess it even surpasses Darth Maul's fancy double blade, if you ask me. I do like it's got that sort of fiery look to it, just for something a bit different from the movie. I've got the batteries in there already, and you just flick that little switch there and you see it turn on, and it's pretty bright to start off with down here, and depending on the angle it does look pretty damn nice. I have heard from some collectors that it is a pain in the ass to put this in, particularly unzipping the cloth around the forearm, so I'm not even going to bother doing that. I have seen some cases where the guys have either ripped the forearm material or torn some holes in it, so I'm not even going to bother risking that. But overall, all of these little things you just unpeg from the hilt there, and then you can put it on the other lightsaber. The main blade is pretty tight, so just be careful how you sort of twist and pull that off, and as you can see I'm having a bit of trouble, so I'm not going to try and do that on camera and break it, but I'll get onto the figure and give you guys a closer look at that. Alright, so here is the figure, and in some of the initial final production photos from the various bloggers and collectors on the Facebook groups and forums and so on, I actually thought the material they use for the main sort of outside and the patterning did look a bit toyish in some of the photos for me, but having it in hand now, it doesn't look too bad at all. The outfit, what they've done is really nice in that there's lots of different layers and lots of different material. So you have this outer layer, which is, it almost has a bit of a, I don't know if it's a sticky sort of texture on the outside here that gives it that bit of shine, and you can sort of see that it's sort of sewn in on the back there, and so that extends across here. The cowl here is a different, it's a similar type material, but it doesn't have that sort of stitching. It's just got this frayed edge, which gives it a nice look to it. All of this I don't think is removable. There is a warning in the instruction book to not remove all of these sort of folds and stuff, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. But the cowl here, there is a wire, so you can sort of bend and shape it to how you sort of want. You can gently pull it back and reveal his head. So you pretty much just pull it back and, I don't know, fold it away and style it how you might want to. The head sculpt, the helmet sculpt itself is pretty good. I actually thought mine had an issue with all of this sort of weird sticky splotching and so on, but I've seen some other reviews and other photos, and pretty much it's like that by intent, I guess. I haven't seen any sort of the making of or art books or anything like that to see if that's accurate to the movie, but I guess all the figures have it. The weathering and the sort of silver scratch and weathering paint app is pretty good, and he's got all the sort of dents and marks and so on. So it's interesting that the inside of the helmet there is just I think it's just some bit of plastic in there wrapped in that sort of flexible material that they use for the undersuits on things like the Stormtrooper and so on. So you can't really see his eyes or anything like that. I'm not sure how I can't even remember how the helmet really was in the movie. You couldn't really see through his eyes there from memory. So I'm not sure how it is in the movie. But I guess overall the head sculpt does look very, very nice. So apart from this sort of cowl material and the sort of main outfit there, you've got the flexible sort of layered material on the arms here, which is actually quite nice. It doesn't really hinder the articulation at all, which is good, and he does have quite a wide range of motion, so I can't really complain about the articulation at all. The arm here on this side that you swap out for the light up arm has this little zip that you can pull down. As I was saying before, some collectors have had problems with that and ended up tearing some of this away or creating holes and so on. So I'm not even going to attempt it, so I'll leave it at that. But all the articulation points with the double elbow joints and the arm rotation and so on is all the standard sort of stuff, so no issue there. The belt is a sort of fake leather type material, which on the back here you can see it's just attached via a bit of Velcro here. Now the instructions do say don't take it off, but I actually did just to see what would happen. So when you unclip this Velcro, there are a couple of plastic clips similar to how they do some of the Joker jackets and so on. So you just peg those in to clip it in, and you might want to take it off just so you sort of futz around with the front of the alignment here. I guess on mine here there are 4 little dots here that sort of hold it in place as well, and as you can see, depending on how anal you might be, some collectors like that straight. Mine sort of curves to the left. I'm not really too fussed. You can sort of futz around with it, and it is like a movable material, so not too much of an issue there. Outside of the outer layer here, if I just flick that up, you've got this next layer of much thinner, almost like a tracksuit pant type material, and then you lift that up and you get another layer of similar material to the arms here, but it's almost like a kama around both sides there, and it gives it that nice sort of almost samurai armor look for me, which is quite nice. I mean, that sort of extends all the way to the back here as well. So you get that look there around the armor, and then onto the pants itself. So the pants are like a shiny type of not really flexible material. It's almost like a parachute pants. I can't actually remember seeing them in the movie, so I'm just assuming that they're accurate to that sort of style. But they don't hinder the articulation at all, and do have enough bagginess to sort of give that flexibility. So all the standard articulation points and so on, so nothing really to complain about there. The boots are pretty nicely molded. They're not they're just like a very soft and pliable plastic. The straps around here would have been, I guess, an extra nice bit of detail if these straps were actually real straps of leather or fake leather or something like that, instead of just being molded on. But I guess that might have added a bit more of a risk in fragility. So I guess in the end it does look like a good compromise between form and function, I guess. The articulation in the ankles, they do rotate, I think. Oh no, they just rotate at the top here. So you can feel a joint there, so you can get a bit of play in some of the ankle rocking motion and so on. So I wouldn't try that too much in case something snaps, but overall it doesn't look too bad. But other than that, that's pretty much it for the figure. I guess that's probably the main point of disappointment for some collectors, including myself, where pictures of I can't remember his name, what the actor's name is. Pictures of him unmasked were posted up quite early in the ad campaign leading up to the movie, particularly with him posed with some of the snowtroopers. So I don't quite know why Hot Toys didn't just delay this for a little bit and include the unmasked head sculpt, because that would have taken this to the next level, I guess. Particularly if they also included the melted Darth Vader helmet. That would have been, like a nice exclusive accessory if they wanted to do it that way. So just something like those two would have been a little bit extra, just to make it more of a value for money, I guess. But for a standalone figure, it is pretty good, and I guess for the price, I guess it's coming down to comparing against the likes of Obi-Wan, Luke, and even Han Solo, I guess. Those guys came with a whole bunch more of accessories, and I guess they're the iconic characters. And so I think this, while a good figure to have, it's I guess it's not one of my favorites, but overall it's a solid figure, and I think Hot Toys have done a pretty damn good job with the outfit. So it goes well with the Darth Vader they have as well, if you want to get across all the dark side figures. But I'll be posing it up with my squad leader, First Order squad leader. So hopefully it'll look good on display when I set up that new cabinet. Well, hopefully I'll do that in the next couple of weeks. But overall, hopefully you like that quick look at Kylo Ren, and click that subscribe button, because I've got MP27 Ironhide and Fans Toys FD13 Mercenary coming up next. So hopefully you can stick around for that. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.